Hey everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play of 9 Hours, 9 Person, 9 Doors. We last left after finishing the 4th room through our second playthrough.
I think we've been here before.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right!
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors. But they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
Route D, then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set. Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs. Just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look! It's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like... Oh! Ouch! 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 Ouch!
You definitely deserve that. You didn't need to make that joke again.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes, herpes, whatever. If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's nighttime.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
And now the right hallway.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
Alright, let's start with this one. Huh, it isn't locked. I'm going to open it. What?
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
Is this a hospital?
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end. The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Oh, it's no use.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the Nonary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one...
There's nothing on it.
Right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Snake! Ace! Clover! 7!
How?
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information. There you have it. Our half of the story.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship.
I think we've been through this before,
Chances are it's the Gigantic.
but it won't let
The
me flip through it.
Gigantic?
What is this gigantic?
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself. Which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. But the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gordain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured...
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
That's still a pretty good reason.
Like?
Well, I mean... I don't know.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Yeah?
Your point being?
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
Huh. A bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway. 10, 11, 12. 12.
It's midnight. Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Maybe?
Alright, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah. Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right.
Then let's do this. It's 1. I better get back to the others.
This part's exactly the same. Oh no, Snake is missing. We found the Reds. Who was it? Snake isn't missing. He wouldn't just run off. Let's go find him.
Oh, what about the first-class cabin on B deck?
Okay, let's go, Junpei.
Maybe we should leave her alone.
Yes, I think you're right.
We really need to find Snake, for Clover's sake. So, where do you think we should go next? Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Oh, it's Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there!
Why don't we just leave this area to Ace? We can go somewhere else.
I don't mind. But where?
Well, let's see. Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
No, that's all right. Let's go, June.
Was that okay? You don't think we should have listened to her?
No, I've got a pretty good idea what her proposal would have been. We should be looking for Snake.
Huh.
Well, where should we go next? Hey, why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Sure, let's go.
Hey, wait, that's... Santa? I doubt we'd learn anything from him anyway.
Junpei?
No, nothing. Let's go, June.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Wait a minute.
Hmm?
2 people get left behind if we split into 5 and 2. And 1 person is left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. You can't go through the numbered doors with any less than 3 people. But if we split into 4 and 3, then why do 3 people have to be left behind?
Just run the numbers. Let's say we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. Who's left over?
That would be 3, 7, 8.
What's the digital root for that?
3 plus 7 plus 8 is 18, so add 1 and 8, 9.
Exactly. But door 9 isn't here, right? That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere. That was just an example, of course. There are a lot of different combinations, but the result will always be the same. It doesn't matter which 4 it is. The 3 that are left over can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have the time. You'll see. Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we can get back to my proposal, we only have to sacrifice 1 person if we split into 3, 3, and 1.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logically and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then 1 person has to sacrifice themselves.
No, that's too cruel!
What's so cruel about it?
To just sacrifice someone like that?
Then what's your plan? Maybe we should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1.
Blah, 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 blah. Ace, let's sacrifice me. But not really. I know. The map of the ship. You guys are going to come back to me because literally that's the most logical thing to think about right now. There are so many doors there that need keycards. Obviously, you're going to have to come back there to get to other places. Let's go through 8.
I think I'm gonna go with door 8.
Okay, 8 it is.
Yeah.
All right then. That means June's got to go through 7.
What? Why?
What?
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we get through the 9 door.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
Yes. Promise?
You guys are done, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Whatever.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then shall we go?
It's open.
Okay.
Hurry!
June.
Junpei.
What the hell are you doing? "81 seconds left. Hurry!"
Ugh.
It stopped.
Pointless.
What an unpleasant girl. I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
She thinks her brother is dead.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake. Too late now. I better catch up to them.
Oh, it's a dead end. There's a door on the left, though.
A laboratory? Huh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
Junpei,
Huh?
please, you first.
Ugh, fine. You know, I think the window looks into another room.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
What the hell?
It looks so creepy.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ooh,
It's creepy either way. You don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
well, I don't know. I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it. If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying.
Wait, where's Clover? What is she? Are you okay?
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Come on, you know I can't do that.
This is much better than the 7th
We
room.
gotta work together.
Junpei, you just don't get it! My brother's not the kind of person who just leave me behind! Something happened to him! Something bad.
Yeah.
What happened?
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Hey, wait, Clover! Hold on! That way is...
I told you to leave me alone!
Clover, watch out above you!
What the heck? What's going on here?
Hang on. I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Damn it! It's not moving.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it. Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
This is actually one of the few rooms I've only played once, so I don't even slightly remember what the puzzles are in this room. A window made of really thick glass. I don't even think a bullet could break it. A silver handrail. I don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think somebody probably used it to make the table black. Well, if they only used a pen on one part of it, there's probably something underneath all that pen. Clover? Do you think you can erase it? Yeah, sure. Oh, this is permanent marker. Junpei, do you know how to erase ink from permanent marker? Erase ink from permanent marker, huh? Just give me a minute, Clover. I'll be right back. I wonder what they washed here. There are these weird colored stains all over the sink. I wonder what all this is. This thing here looks like a voltmeter. And this is the control for that? Gosh, there are so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here, guys. I turned the dial a whole bunch, but even if I turn all the switches on, nothing happens. I think this thing is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. There's a bunch of stuff on here like resistance valves and voltage. The power's off, so there's nothing on it right now. Is this like an examination table? There's a creepy mannequin in here, guys. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff on the cables. I can see the wires inside. I guess this is a drain for water, huh? Well, there's nothing here. This looks like the control for some kind of electric lock. The red light is on. Then it's gotta be locked. There's a green light just below it. Although that one isn't lit. I bet it'll turn on when we can unlock it, right? Yes, but how are we going to unlock it? There's no keyhole, no card reader, and no keyboard for putting in a password. I have no idea. That would have been a whole lot of helpful. No. The hands on the clock have stopped moving. The clock may stop, but time goes on. No, time to screw around. We need to figure out a way out of here. I wonder what this cable is connected to. Okay, one side of this thing is in the room with us, and the other side extends to the laboratory where Clover is. In other words, the console in front of us is connected to the device in the laboratory. There's a lot of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. Well, I can say for sure that I do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? The one on top. I think it's a power cable. The power cable, huh? I'll take that. There are two levers here. Do you think they activate something? Well, why don't you move one? Alright, I'll give it a try. Nope. Doesn't look like anything's happened. Nope. Nope. This is a keyhole. It looks like a keyhole for an activation key. I think this thing's supposed to power the machine in the other room. Well, it doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. This is a really old type of keyboard. I stand for various pieces of equipment. Some of them might be useful. The monitor doesn't have a power cable. So one end of the cable needs to be connected to a monitor, and the other end needs to plug in underneath the desk. Alright, let's just slip you in. Huh? Well shoot, I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. Ethanol. Okay. There's nothing in here anymore. It's empty. These lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And no, nothing. They're cardboard boxes. There's some papers and stuff in them. What's in the boxes? They look quite full. As far as I can tell, it's a bunch of notes about some kind of experiment. But it's all really technical and stuff. I don't really get it. Okay. A window made of really thick glass. Blah. Clover, use this ethanol. You should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with it. What am I going to wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Ha, kidding, just kidding. Please don't look at me like that, you're scaring me. Clover, can you use the cloth on the table? Use, huh? Soak it in the ethanol, then use it to wash off all the stuff from the permanent marker, okay? Right, okay, so I gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. Well, she got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with the bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Soak the cloth in ethanol and... Junpei, it's working! It's wiping the permanent ink off. Huh? There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. I wonder what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. You can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and then hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Roger. There's a lot of working around. Here, Junpei. I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it acquired. New material has been added to the file screen. Note Clover copied from the stand in the laboratory. It has 4 numbers written in 9 separate cells. Well, I guess that's all there is. Hey Clover, how are the power cables over there? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Guess she does have to kind of crouch down to get a look under there. The cable on the monitor has, it's got 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but... Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer, so I can't take it over to you. Then. Damn it, that's no good then. Well, how about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe more like a connector? It's sort of thing that makes the plug with the 3 metal thingies go into the plug with the 2 metal thingies. Still useless? Not useless. Not useless at all. It's just what we were looking for. Okay. Can you hold on for a little bit? And back down there she goes. Alright. Unplugged. I'll hand it to you over at the bars, okay? At least this makes sense for why she isn't moody, because now she's scared that she's going to be trapped in there forever, so she's willing to be helpful. In Store 7, it makes no sense. Here you go. The 2-prong plug. Thanks. Okay. Put the 2-prong plug onto the head of this power cable. Wait. Okay. 3, 4, 2, 1. Alright, I've got the 2-prong power cable in my hand. I'm pretty sure this will work. Under the desk I go. And let's just plug this thing into the monitor. Alright, that ought to do it. Alright, let's just turn the power on. I don't think anything's going to happen. Why not? Well, it's not connected to the main computer. You never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.
Oh, that worked. What? Huh? It's running on its own?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right? There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh, it stopped.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again? There must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
Lotus?
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Wait, what?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Her boobs look really weird. Like they're trying to make them big, but they're also trying to make her chest bone really small, and this is a really weird drawing.
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers! Well, at any rate, you're pretty amazing.
Did you fall for me again?
Whoa, what do you mean, again? I'm not into you.
I know. Don't be so stubborn, shy boy.
I am not being stubborn, I am not shy, and I am not a boy. I am a young, healthy, 21-year-old man. I'm not gonna fall for an old lady like you.
Old lady? Did you just say old lady?
Well,
I've had enough of you. Go somewhere else. You're bothering me.
What?
Go see if you can find a password hint or something. I'll try and open this from here. You're distracting me. Go. Now.
Fine, I guess I'll go.
What did you think would happen, asshole?
Nothing. No clues whatsoever. Clover didn't find anything useful in the laboratory either. Damn. Looks like we've hit a dead end this time.
All right. Bullseye. Junpei, I did it.
What? Let me see. What is that?
I don't have any idea. It just showed up after I cracked the password.
You think it's a puzzle?
It certainly looks like one.
Huh? Aren't you gonna, I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do any more. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well, I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. And make sure you know when you should thank people.
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone else.
That was pure luck. I have no idea what I just did. Alright, I did it. Did you hear a noise just now? Yeah, I did. It sounded like something unlocking. Where did it come from? Oh. These. Look, Junpei. The lights on the lockers are green. Then we must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle. There's more than one key in here. This one's small and looks like it goes to some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it. I think the Earth symbol matches a keyhole in the door on A deck. Well, if that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Alright then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deeply in my pocket. Now, as for the other key. Oh god, I will.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
What's up?
Well, never mind.
Hey, hold on a minute. What does...
Sorry, just forget about it. It's nothing.
What the hell was that?
Does that happen every time, or... I can't remember if she actually says something to you if you do something right in some other room. If she does that every time, that's really unnecessary. This key. The shape sure makes it seem like it goes into this machine. Alright, I'm turning it on. Okay, the monitor is on now. And it's full of letters. It's showing some kind of warning. Power restored to the experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Okay. Typing on this keyboard isn't doing squat. There's something sticking out of the mannequin's head, like wires or something. What the hell were they doing in there? Huh? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans. Probably. Oh man, now she looks sad. This is the monitor. There are a whole lot of cables under this table. Junpei, this thing in here is on now. Yeah, that's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you, like, play with it a little? Okay. Yeah. I'll turn this dial here. Turn, turn, turn. I don't think it's working. Nothing happening. Well, maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. It's a rack. There are some cables on top with copper wire exposed. This is the monitor. There are a whole lot of cables under this table. A drain for water. It hasn't been used in a long time, so it's completely dried up. Can I click that? Oops. Stairs? Those are the stairs I just came down. The bars in the gate are just above me. This one? This? I've got the scribblings from the table already. Again? There's a mannequin lying on the exam table. Can't really see it very well from here, but it looks like there are a bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head. Maybe if you increase the voltage? Roger. Will do. Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to max voltage. Max voltage? Hey! Wait, Clover. Aw, shit. What? I think, oh my god. The mannequin's head. Oh man, that sounds like a fire alarm. God, what the hell? Fire detected, fire detected. The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately. Junpei, look, the light. Yeah, it's green. The emergency system has activated and disabled the lock. Now we can save Clover. Junpei. Come on, kid, jump. She's safe. Oh man, that smoke is some serious business. Time to close the door again, I think. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? Cough, cough. Damn, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Of course I'm not alright. What the hell took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead. Sorry, I was going as fast as I could. You two can do this later. Right now we need to get the hell out of here. That fire is not going to stay in the room forever. Let's leave. Some sprinklers should definitely have gone off. That's not a good laboratory protocol.
Whew, thank God we got out of there.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? Santa! 7!
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this?
Hey, on the wall.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor, then?
Door 7 and... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the Nonary game works.
Wait a sec. This leads to...
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
I knew it. We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the
I'm
operating
so glad I got to skip 2 sentences.
Here.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Jeez. I see. So this is Jupiter.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah, on it.
So how many unused keys do we have now?
There's the Earth key we found in the laboratory, the Saturn key card we found in the kitchen, and the Jupiter key you just gave me.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. Just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Me? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's got.
Snake goes, we go find Snake, blah 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 blah. We go find out what all the keys go to, we investigate. We find out there's door 6, and door 1, and door 2.
You know, that's a good question.
I can't believe this. You guys followed me here, but you don't even know why? Junpei, you've got the solar system keys, don't you?
Yeah. The Saturn key card. And the Earth key.
What about him?
Don't you remember the elevator? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the 2 keys that Junpei has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into 2 teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you 2 can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these.
Juno's probably afraid of being locked up alone with a boy.
Well, we will be all alone in here.
Junpei?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
I said wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Junpei?
Afraid of what?
Well, I've never, you know.
It's your first time?
I might get wet.
What?
Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's true. You don't mind?
Mind what?
Getting wet.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably, you know, like it.
Gosh, Junpei. You're so brave.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing.
This
you know?
conversation is awful.
What happens, happens, right? I mean, if you get the chance, you've just got to go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do. I guess.
Yeah. You're so cool, Junpei. I really admire you.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes. So, I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes. I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it. Eventually.
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh, is that so?
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs. Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out. Huh?
Oh. Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D-deck, is completely underwater. An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it?
That was a horrible conversation to go through.
Well, you'd probably get really wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go...
Snake's dead. Let's go look at his body. It smells. We want to throw up. It's a dead body. Something about his left arm and his clothes, but you can't see his face. Foreshadowing. He must have been murdered. He tried to hit the dead. It didn't work because he was alone. One of us is the killer. No, Zero is one of us. Zero is the killer.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp. Isn't it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said, "this ship," several times when he addressed us. If he weren't here, he wouldn't say "this ship," would he? He'd be saying something like, "that ship," or "the ship."
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense. If Zero's on the ship, where is he?
I think Zero is one of us.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Isn't the ship going to sink in a few hours? If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger. Why the hell would he do something like that? There's no motive.
You don't believe me.
Clover,
Clover, I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us, but you have to understand. The more we distrust one another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap. Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
It's 3 in the morning.
That means we have 3 hours left.
We just wasted 3 hours.
Then we need to move now. 7. Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you? We must go. We have very little time left.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. Okay,
And we're
the
gonna
last
stop
one is
here
mine.
for today. Right before we pick the next room. I think we're going to get the knife ending. I'm actually not sure. I haven't been paying enough attention. But the next one will be a two-parter, like when we did with the axe. It'll be door 6 probably, and then the ending. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I post here Tuesdays and Thursdays, and if you'd like to see more of me, I post on my blog Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, which will be linked down below. See you next time.